Daily Go Getimism show. It's a little bit after 11 o'clock. We ain't gonna be here a whole long time. I know I always say that, right? But I always mean it because we gotta do what we gotta do. And right now, it's time for us to talk about what they mean or what they meant when they said that I will always love you. Has anybody ever told you that they will always love you no matter whatever happens in this world? If the world should end tomorrow, just remember that I will always love you. An ex-lover may have said that. Somebody may have told you that on their dying bed. Somebody who you were really close to at any point in your life may have said something like that. But when lovers say it and when friends say it, it can have a really big impact on you because they may say it at times when it doesn't seem to apply. Now, you might ask, how can somebody telling you that they love you not apply? Well, you know how love is. It's one of those emotions that is often mistaken as what's supposed to be someone's actions, but it's a life-changing thing. There are very few things in this world that can live without love. Love in terms of affection, love is in terms of companionship, love in terms of reliability, love in terms of the life force that it gives each and every one of us. When you start talking about us being together in any way, you start talking about a loving situation. So it's one of those things that's very polarizing. One way that love may be expressed to me may not be the way that it might be expressed to you. So the way I may feel it may be different than the way you feel it. The way that you feel it may be different than the way I feel it. I may agree that it's the best thing in the world. You may think that it's one of those things that's conditional. When it's coming from the right person, then yeah. But when somebody tells you that they will always love you, they may say it in times when things are good. Like, listen, me and you are going to be together forever. We are never going to part. We are never going to separate. We will never, ever be without each other. They may say that in times when the honeymoon phase is still going on. And you're like, yo, that's my baby. I said, that's my baby. But also, somebody might tell you that they will always love you at times when you are about to be apart from each other seemingly for forever. So if you've ever broken up with anybody, if you've ever divorced somebody and they told you, I will always love you, we're going to talk about why they would say something like that, what they may really mean by that, and what it should mean to and for ourselves. Like, what is somebody trying to tell you when they tell you that they will always love you? Are they being forthcoming? Are they telling the truth? Is this something that you even need to hear? Are they just telling you something that they know that you need to hear? You know how it is. When it comes to love, a lot of times, if we have been scorned, if we have been damaged, if we have been hurt, we may say that somebody is only telling us that they love us in order to get something from us. And that's a terrible thing. That's one of the most terrible things that can ever happen to a person. To feel like they were only being told that they were loved so they could have something paid for or have a place to live or so they could get some sex or so they could keep the gravy train on the track. Many of us have gone through that. And when something like that happens to you, it's going to leave a scar. It's going to leave a scar. That scar is going to show too. All scars ain't physical, but I know you know that. I will always love you. Funny thing, man. Donovan McNabb, who used to be the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, when he came back for his alumni celebration, he said, he announced on the mic, because when he came back, there were mixed reviews about Donovan. When Donovan was here, he was a very good player. I will never deny that Donovan McNabb was a very good quarterback. Donovan McNabb may have been the best quarterback the Eagles ever had in terms of the success that he had, the impact that he had, how clean he was. He scandal-free, pro-black, never was part of any messiness, craziness. You know, he was a good guy. Came from a two-parent family. Funny thing about Donovan McNabb is he did all of the right things that you would expect for a clean, good guy to do who was actually a good player. And that was the thing that almost put him in bad favor in a city like Philadelphia. It's really kind of tragic. In our city, we would rather side with somebody like Terrell Owens rather than a Donovan McNabb. People still talk about that to this day. Yeah, they should have just paid Terrell Owens his money. But anyway, when Donovan McNabb came back for his alumni celebration, there were lots of cheers, there was some boos. And what Donovan McNabb said when he came to the mic, he said, "Number 5 will always love you." He didn't say the city of Philadelphia will always be my home and I'll always have a special place here because this is where I always wanted to play and this is the place that received me and this is the place where I always had the most success and I felt great about being able to succeed here. And that's why I will always love the city of Philadelphia. He didn't say none of that. It was the most crass, sarcastic, facetious announcement of love I've ever heard. Number 5, remember, number 5 will always love you. Number 5, because that was his number on his jersey. Number 5 will always love you. Number 5 will, because number 5 played. But Donovan McNabb, he don't love you. Felt some kind of way. He felt some kind of way about the treatment that he received here. And I can't be mad at him about that. Can't be mad at him. Number 5 will always, and it sounded so rehearsed. It sounded so fake. It sounded so sarcastic. Like, well, he had legitimate gripes. They booed the man when he got picked. He got picked number 2 overall in the draft, in the 1999 draft. Number 2, selected by the Philadelphia Eagles, Donovan McNabb. Boo, boo. Of course there were cheers. Like, yeah, yeah. But they wanted Ricky Williams, the quarterback. The running back that went to New Orleans. That's who the fans wanted. We needed a quarterback, and we got one, and he was great. But at the pick, boo, boo, boo. Like, oh, well, what are y'all doing? The organization was different then. Anyway, I choose that example to talk about because that's not so different as, you know, the feeling that that many of the fans who were paying attention got when Donovan said that number 5 will always love you may have been the way that you felt when somebody who was separating from you, somebody who you didn't feel was sincere, told you that they will always love you. So what would be the reason that somebody would tell you that they will always love you if you're not in that acting, loving situation at the time? Why would they do that? I will always love you. 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 Why would you do it? Have you ever said it to somebody else? Maybe you said it in sincerity. I will always love you. Doesn't mean that I always like you. It doesn't mean that I always want to be with you. It doesn't mean that I even have a lot of concern for where you go or what you're doing, or maybe even who you are right now. But I always love you. I will always be there for you forever and ever. I will always be there for you. For those of y'all who go all the way back to the 80s, like 1988, 89, remember, you know what I mean? Anquiette singing that on the box. Some of y'all may have never had the box. The box. Shout out to my Philly people. Shout out to my New York and Jersey people. We know about the box. And he was in jukebox. This was back in the days we used to order the videos off the TV. You see, you play, get your favorite video played. Just call in 99 cents, whatever, get your video played. It was a very good way to self-promote. What's going on, Care Bear? How you feeling? How you feeling? Thanks for coming on through late night. Listen, I don't care how many people are up in here, how many people come through. We're going to talk the way we need to talk, and we're going to express the way we need to express, and we're going to get our thing off regardless. So if it's 1 in here, if it's 100 in here, just remember that we make up the numbers that we need to make up, and that number is number 1, because we are 1 and we're number 1, because we's the best, baby. So Care Bear says, if I hear that Whitney Houston starts to play in my mind, and I know it's a rap. Oh. Yeah, but you know what? You know what's funny? That song never comes to my mind. Honestly, that's not one of my favorite Whitney Houston songs. Undisputedly one of her most popular songs ever. Not a song that I would ever put in one of my playlists. And I love Whitney Houston. But you know. But I love you. Is that the name of the song? Wait, how did Whitney Houston song go? It wasn't I Will Always Love You, is it? How does she go? Here we go. Wait. You got me on my jaw. Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You. Damn, that is the name of the song. I love you. You know what? I guess I blocked that song out of my mind. It is called I Will Always Love You. Right now, maybe I'm so tired from what I had to go through today. Maybe I can't even think about how the melody went. The chorus. I can tell you how I believe I can fly with. Anyway, all right, what else you saying here? Sometimes that's something that people say when they feel the ending coming. Okay. Absolutely. Facetious indeed. Oh, you remember when Donna said that? She said, I was like, really? That's what we doing? Ricky Williams, yeah, with the weed. Remember, he went out like a straight weed head. That's crazy. Kibber says, people say that shit to minimize their guilt for breaking your heart. She says, ugh, that song annoyed me. Sounded like Tyler singing. And I will always, oh damn, yeah. What up, Clayton? Clayton says, hello, I'm smoking light bulb dope right now. bored and chilling. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. I always say, get blasted out of your mind responsibly. You know what I mean? Do you. Just do it responsibly. Even if you OD. I know you can't OD off weed. But if you were smoking something else, if you're going to OD, do it responsibly. Don't do it so nobody will catch you, you mess around and die. OD around other people. Whereas they can, give you the shot, get you to the hospital, administer some CPR. You know what I mean? Get your stomach pumped. You know what I mean? Do it responsibly. He says, I'm irresponsible. I'm irresponsible is the only difference. He says, I hope not to OD. Word. Care Bear says, what's light bulb dope? I'm innocent to these things. That sounds like some extra powerful weed. That must be like loud to the third power. Can you get stronger than loud? Okay, all right. Okay. So yeah, when somebody tells you that they'll always love you, that's not the same as saying that I'll always be there for you. Because when you say that you'll always be there for somebody, that takes action. That's a commitment right there. Saying that you'll always love somebody, that can be like saying, I hope that you make it. Hoping that you make it ain't going to get you there. Like, you'll always be in my prayers. All I gotta do is pray. I ain't gotta help. I ain't gotta give you no money. I ain't gotta drive you nowhere. I ain't gotta show up to no place. I ain't gotta really do nothing. All I have to do is be a nice person away from you while I'm working on myself, taking care of my business. I got you in my thoughts. At least I told you that. It ain't gotta be true. It ain't gotta be true. Wow, Clayton says it's only available at the truck stop. Wow. Okay. So yeah. So saying that you'll always be there for a person means that they can call on you. That means that they can rely on you, that they can depend on you in times of struggle, times of need, times of hurt, times of sorrow. They come through and represent for you. It's a lot different than saying I will always love you. Now, I'm not saying that because somebody tells you that they will always love you, that they're not telling the truth. I have no way of knowing one way or another whether they're telling the truth, because I only know who I know. You only know who you know. You don't know who I know, and I don't know who you know. But logically, if we're old enough, experienced enough, and wise enough to understand the differences in the way that people express themselves and the way that they make declarations and make commitments, then we kind of see what's going on. So if somebody breaks up with you, somebody is leaving you, somebody has shit on you, and they're telling you that they will always love you, you may want to look deeper into what they're really trying to say, because they may not be trying to really do for you what you need to be done. Hold on for a second, y'all. I will always be there for you forever and ever. All right. All right. All right. So, yeah, keep us close lookout for when people say that they'll always love you. And if you use that term to, yourself, make sure that you think about what you're saying to somebody else. Maybe somebody is worthy of having that said to them. But if they're worthy of having that said to them, then they're worthy of that being a true statement. Don't, in your exit, you don't have to use love as a term of sympathy. You don't have to do that. If you're leaving, be out. Say, listen, I care about you, and I hope you do well, but I don't think that we're going to do well together. Peace out. Like, listen, I know that you don't understand, and sometimes there are things that even though we're old enough to understand, that we're not ready to understand. I get all of that, but I got to go. holler at you later. Maybe one day, in another time, in another place, in another space, we can get it popping, but we can't get it popping right now. But I'll always love you. They might be telling the truth. They might be lying. You know how it is. Some people don't have the balls to break up with somebody. Ain't got the balls. And it does take balls to break up with somebody, because if you're a really diplomatic person, you're probably not going to be that good at breaking up with somebody. Think about it. Diplomacy makes you bring people together, or at least give the air of being together. Let's see. All right. So what will Guan do tonight? We're gonna get up out of here. We're about to do these birthday shout outs, and then I'm gonna let y'all get on that route out. So we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 3rd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. My good cuz Lois Vines. Happy birthday to you, Lois. And also Tim Duncan, turning 45 years old today. And Katrina Stanley, turning 49 years old today. And Vanika Ross, turning 46 years old today. And Cecilia Falah, turning 30 years old today. And Jessica Vasquez, happy birthday to you. And Robin Robinson, turning 53 years old today. And Ida Witt, get a chew. Turning 37 years old today. And Key Michelle, happy birthday to you. And Natasha Dye, happy birthday to you. I've known her for a long time. And Pebbles Tyndall, turning 43 years old today. And my girl Go Getter Quanda Smith, happy birthday to you, turning 53 years old today, because she's a 1970 baby, with the blind, with the crippled, the crazy. And also Ruby Blue, turning 35 years old today. And last but not least, my girl going all the way back to the 1995. My girl Susan Williams Boyd, turning 51 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious October 3rd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. Rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, man, listen. Wait a minute, Care Bear says, is it bad when you are good at breaking up with someone? To me, that's like asking, are you good at making sound decisions? You're probably as good at breaking up with somebody as you are getting with somebody. Sounds like an all right balance to me, if I had to choose. Let's stay together. Let's stay together. Everything is going to be all right, y'all. We will be back tomorrow night for another Daily Go Getterism show. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We're gonna try to get together earlier tomorrow, though. You know what I'm saying? The circumstances beyond my control took center stage tonight, but tomorrow things are gonna be better. They're gonna be decenter. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Appreciate y'all giving y'all some time tonight. Remember, if somebody tells you that they will always love you, make sure you check their ID and make sure you know their location. In other words, make sure you know who they are and where they're coming from. One love, baby. I'll holler. Oh, hold on. Don't forget to like the show. Don't forget to share the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet.